Now, this just in from the office of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister the Most Honourable Dr. Hubert Minnis responding to comments made by former Prime Ministers the Right Honourable Hubert Ingraham and the Right Honourable Perry Christie after their tour of hurricane-hit Abaco yesterday. Prime Minister Minnis said he was surprised when he heard what he describes as the misleading remarks made by the former Prime Ministers on Wednesday. The Prime Minister said he's disappointed by this unnecessary distraction and will only address this briefly as the country has much more important work to do. The Prime Minister maintained that a country does not have the time for divisiveness, partisan politics, or jockeying for position. The Prime Minister went on to say that after the passage of Hurricane Dorian, former Prime Minister Ingraham reached out and he was offered a major assignment. Prime Minister Minnis said former Prime Minister Ingraham declined the offer and also declined a meeting with him at the office of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister Minnis also said Mr. Ingraham is mistaken on the claim that government officials did not visit shanty towns with Creole speakers to warn residents to evacuate. He said media reports attest to the fact that this did happen. In the spirit of bipartisanship, the Prime Minister said the Cabinet recommended that Mr. Christie should also be asked to serve. He confirmed that an approach was made to Mr. Christie. Prime Minister Minnis acknowledged that there was and still is a misunderstanding, but patriotism requires to put this aside and move forward. The Prime Minister further noted that he's heartened and deeply grateful for the extraordinary number of Bahamians and foreigners who volunteer to help and are helping the government and charities in response to Hurricane Dorian. He thanks all who are contributing their time, resources, and talents, and he has indicated in his address the Prime Minister maintains that it's a time for the greatest act of volunteerism in Bahamian history, and the country welcomes all Bahamians of goodwill and generosity of spirit to make their contributions to helping those in need.